Alright, so now in order for this thing to work, it has to have an air supply. And so I've got a small air compressor here, and I'm keeping that air pressure right around 30 pounds to go into the machine. Working pressure is supposed to be between 4 and 7 pounds. As you can see, we've got it regulated here at the pot as well, and we have our working pressure gauge here. Temperature at the well right now is 171 degrees. Temperature at the nozzle is 117. I expect that number to change quite a lot because it's measuring air temperature in here right now. Wax has not yet started to flow, and so as we bring the hot wax up, I expect that temperature to go up and hopefully stay there. These are the molds that we would use, and so this is a design for a guitar pick that I'm doing. It's a little hard to make out in there, but the idea is that you put these things together, you put it on here, inject wax into it, and then when you take it off and you set it aside to cool, you end up with a wax replica of the cavity within that mold. And so this is completely untested, and if you ever want anything to go wrong, the first thing you should do is video it. So here we're going to go ahead and see if wax will actually come out of this thing now, and if it plugs things up. And so there's the air that I was talking about. And so the working pressure looks like it's good. Let's go ahead and open that thing up and see if wax will actually come out like it's supposed to. And we're actually getting a fair amount of wax in there. Now there's a lot of air bubbles in that, and that worries me a little bit. It may have something to do with my nozzle design, but as predicted, the temperature has come up in the nozzle now to 150 degrees. We are also seeing that the well temperature is around 175, so I actually want to back that off. We only want that wax in the pot to be about 170 degrees, otherwise it'll start to boil. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and see what happens when we actually try and put that wax inside. Normally there will be a plate on top of this to hold them together, but we're just going to give her a whack, see what happens. And so there's wax shooting out all over the place. I'm going to assume that that means that it filled up the mold, although I'm seeing that it blew it apart here. So anyway, we'll check back in just a minute, see if it actually filled up the mold or if it just splattered all over the place.